Hi, everyone. I'm Gary Hibner, and welcome to the series on creating epic cinematic compositions. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is an epic cinematic piece? Well, these are pieces of music that are used in film, TV, video games, and especially in trailers that help build up the hype of the movies. Now, you probably know exactly what type of music I'm talking about. They're very energetic compositions that use specific techniques to give that epic feel. In essence, they start out with orchestral arrangements which have come from the history of film music, which has always been mainly orchestral based. But these styles have grown and changed and now include a multitude of different instruments and elements in the mix that help hype up these pieces and give them an extraordinary, huge presence. Most of the time, these styles are called hybrid compositions, as they've taken the typical orchestral instrumentation and bonded it with the new, more modern music production elements, making them even grander. So, in this series, I want to show you how you can take a simple idea, maybe a piano sketch with a chord progression and melody, and then expand it vertically into these super hyped big pieces. I'm using orchestral sections such as strings, brass, and winds, but I'll also show you how to add other elements like synthetic pads and monstrous percussion to really push this piece even further. I'm not going to be covering specific orchestration techniques. It's just a very simple orchestrated composition. But more importantly, the series will focus on how you build up your instrumentations for these types of styles. If you do have some knowledge on orchestration, then this will help you take your songs even further. I'll be giving you a good grounding on how to start with this style. To give you an idea on what will be covered in the series, let me first play you the piano sketch idea I had before building up the cinematic composition. I'm just going to solo these parts and just open it up in the MIDI editor. Let me just play this through. It's just a very simple chord progression with melody. And then what I did is I took these pieces and expanded them out into the rest of these tracks that I've set out. So let me play you through the cinematic piece in its entirety. It's not very long, it's about a minute. And then afterwards, I'll just quickly talk through on what I did. So as you can see, the instrumentation has been built up to about 30 plus or so tracks. And these have been expanded into the different orchestral elements, plus the other tracks that I've also created. What I've done is I took the melody and moved these across to the brass horn section. And then this is complemented by the chords, which are mainly spelled out by the strings with some sustained parts and a string ostinato. Then, to enhance the piece, there's the epic percussion, which forms the backbone and gives it power. There's some extra flourish elements from the woodwinds and the choirs. And then to build up the arrangement more, I've added an intro piano and pad section that hints at the main theme or motif. And then there's also the outro that repeats that theme. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. But now in this series of videos, let's explore this in way more detail. So without further ado, let's jump in and see what you'll need for these types of compositions. So in the next video, let's check out what software you can use.